Okay, Scorpio, I'm about to shuffle, but the messages I received was a leverage over your opponent. Very interesting. And they gave me the image of arm wrestling. So there's some kind of leverage over your opponent, which is important here. This isn't like sports. This is more like computing. I get in my head. I've also got stronghold lease, break the lease, find the break clause. This is fucking now I'm getting the visions of pulling an emergency break. I've just started watching The Night. Oh, what's it called on Netflix? Something The Night, and it's about an FBI agent. And there's a leak in the White House and they don't know what to do, and it's really, really juicy. Like, I'm so bored of Netflix and TV. I cannot watch anything. My attention span is so low for TV trash, but that is enough high octane energy for me to actually engage. So that's a little TV reference for you there. But I'm going to dive into the reading, okay? But I want you to hold that leverage in mind. You have leverage here. I want you to find the break clause in whatever this is. We're going to dig in and see how this plays out. This could be in a relationship, business, whatever. And then we're going to look into the term stronghold lease. Yeah. Now I know about freeholds and stuff like that, which is very different. A stronghold, there's a stronghold on you over this, right? But you are in an arm wrestle right now, trying to get to the bottom of this shit. So let's dig in, okay? Let's see what's going down for my Scorpios today. Scorpio, show me what's going on. Emotional withdrawal. A lot of the collective keep getting this card, interestingly enough. Capricorn had this. A few other signs have also had this reoccurring energy. Interesting. Very interesting. It is not even about the card shuffle as well, because we've got so many decks going on here. And then we've got truth coming out with that as well. Sacral energy. Triumph energy. Walk the waiting game. Positive movement forward. Partnerships and alliances. Like the card I'm looking at that has come out for the now moment is two people pulling at each other's arms. Interesting. I've never seen it like this either, because normally it looks like they're reaching out towards each other to become one, but no, we've got someone pulling at each other's arms. We're also looking at a tattoo, but this isn't a normal tattoo. I'm looking at a barcode. I'm looking at like microchips. I'm looking at oh my gosh, like I want to say biometric wristbands and QR codes, nuclear codes, I want to say. There's a lot going on here. I need a minute, okay? Because that's quite extremist. But I live in the sci-fi realm. So stay with me as I interpret all of that and show you how your reality clearly relates to something sci-fi going on at this time, okay? Stay with me, okay? At the end of the day, we're looking at a brand new beginning. A brand new beginning after a period of time in your life where there has been emotional withdrawal. You've been withdrawn. I feel like you've been withdrawn because you haven't wanted to... not even you haven't wanted to, you haven't known how to deal with the truth of a situation here. At the end of the day, you've had to sit with yourself for a lengthy period of time and find solace and acceptance. The key word here is you've had to accept whatever this truth is. Now, this situation has been like a seesaw, up and down, not high and low. Like whoever's on the seesaw, you're equal in weight. So the seesaw's been quite level. It just goes up and down very slowly. Small little ripples across space-time have occurred because of this incident. But you've been waiting, walking around, right? I'm getting the vision of a Fibonacci spiral here, where you're walking back and forth in and out of the meso and the macro. When you put a pebble into water and it ripples across a pond, that keeps occurring. You're just sitting there at the edge of a lake, just throwing the pebbles in, watching the effect. That's what you've been doing, because in that period of time, you've been trying to find acceptance in a situation. Right now, you are triumphant. So I assume that you also know that you do have the leverage. I'm giving you confirmation in the now moment that you do have the leverage here. You are right. Trust in your intuition. But there is this hold here. This hold is the most interesting hold I've ever seen in my whole life in a reading. I'm going to dig in with more cards on this because I've got a post out and I rap and do poetry and I do loads of random shit all across all of my platforms. You can go and check it out. But when I look at this card, immediately it takes me to my lyrics, and I'm talking about biometric wristbands, and it takes me to some of my content about digitalization and tech and horizon, where I'm talking about microchips. And then why would I say nuclear codes as well? Like, that's a very serious statement to make over here during a tarot reading, you know. So we're going to dig into all of that. There's something significant here. This is a very important situation going on in the now moment. And then I've also screamed to you from the visions I got beforehand, which spoke about breaking the clause, yeah, breaking the break release, yeah, emergency break. Leverage over your opponent. Very, very intimidating and scary energy with that alone. Everything else is quite mundane, earthly, day-to-day shit. But when we look over here and I see this massive tech energy, corporation law, legal rights, legislation, that stronghold shit scares the life out of me, okay? So we're going to dig into that a little bit more. But then also next to it, which just makes the energy so much more supple and fluid, is love begins. Beautiful loving vibration connected to all of this. I see two hands pouring into a cup, giving so much love to each other. I also see the rainbow. So this could be an LGBTQ kind of relationship or individuality, because if you go over to Hermetology Me, which is my other YouTube, we use a range of colours. But it doesn't relate to LGBTQ at all. It relates specifically to the individuality of all beings. I mean, we can go back to Noah's Ark, and we can go about everyone going 2 by 2 on to the Ark. Do you get what I mean? Before we sail out to sea, and there's a lot of water imagery here as well. So that's significant. The story of Noah's Ark is significant here. If you are breaking some kind of lease or legal agreement, some kind of contract, it is highly legal. I do see you preparing to do this. Major risk as well, but I do see reward. Bear in mind, I'm a tarot reader. I've got to put some kind of disclaimer out in the descriptions now, because the readings are becoming a lot more hard hitting and a lot more wrapped up in some real world shit going on. So the disclaimer, this is a little bit of do I need some enmity insurance here to protect myself in the situation, because it feels like maybe I do. So we're putting that out to you at this time to make sure that you are the unique individual listening to this. I am merely a tarot reader in the now moment. I do not know you personally. Personal readings are available seasonally via request on the website. But when we look at this positive movement forward now, it's saying the best advice for you is understanding that before you close out, and no, you need to pull the emergency brake now. Basically pull it now, pull it. You've got to. You're safe to pull it, right? That's what I'm saying. But what you've got to understand is, okay, like in the story of the Noah's Ark, okay, we know that the storm is coming. You've been building the boat. The boat's great, hooray. But now you need to get 2 by 2. You need them all. You need everyone 2 by 2. That's very significant. I don't even know how that resonates, because I can only see so much, right? But I'm intrigued, because it's like, okay, in my head I'm getting like the 2 giraffes, the 2 birds, the 2 pigs, the 2 ducks, the 2 by 2. It has to be 2 by 2, okay? It has to be. And you need to get everyone on, you need to get everyone situated, you need to get everyone in their seats, you need to get everyone strapped in. Now that Noah's Ark is no longer Noah's Ark, it's now a fucking spaceship, and we're taking off into space time. So make sure everyone has got the right fucking oxygen masks and the right gravity when we actually do take off and we hit that fucking that altitude up there, okay? And when we're breaking through the Carmen line up top over there, oh my god, is it going to be tough and sticky. Like, not everyone's going to make it out like without feeling nauseous or totally blacking out and passing out. Obviously that's a metaphor and an ideology of something much bigger here, or more personalized to you, but understand that's the energy I'm given, right? So fair enough, you started off on the ground, yeah, a ground up, building the ark, building whatever this is from the ground up. As a result, you've now got to make a stronghold position to do this for sure, because the storm is coming. Yeah, and as it is coming, you need to get everyone on, right? We're talking about community, we're talking about social groups, we're talking about friends, we're talking about knowledge, artifacts, artifacts, archetypes, books. Oh my god, I'm getting panicked a little bit in my heart and soul. Do not lose the archives, do not lose the data, do not lose the research. That's important. I didn't hear Noah talking about when everyone's getting onto the boat and we're putting all these animals on. Did we take paper with us? Did we take whoever made the Bible, were there extracts of the Bible on the ark, right? Who's got the data? Who's got the codes? Who's got the motherboards? Who's got the hard drives? They need to come as well. That's why we innovated and gone up to a spaceship. Whatever this is for you guys, it's very unique and different. Make sure you've got it. If this is house and property, who's got the deeds? Who's got all the documents? Who's got the handover? Like, if this is a car, selling a car, who's got the logbook? Do you get what I mean? Like I'm getting a little bit antsy, so I feel like you should know that this is important. I'm going, who's got this? Who has got this? Everyone needs a responsibility, because I'm telling you the story from a Noah's Ark standpoint, right? And I'm getting a bit agitated now, so I'm stepping into managerial mode where I need to tell you what the fuck to do, because I'm currently the CEO and I'm getting pissed off, right? That's my energy shift. So this is important, right? This is business related. And it's a situation of, okay, I spoke about Noah's Ark, right? Because I'm a spiritualist, that's what I do. But this is not what we're even talking about here. Because at the end of the day, yeah, we got the giraffes going on. Yeah, we got the ducks going on. But who are your giraffes? What is their job role? What is their specifics? What is everyone meant to be doing here? Everyone's got a seat. Why the fuck have they got a seat? Who vetted them? Who's checked their seats? Where are they sitting, right? If we're going into the auditorium, we're going into the room, who's sitting where and why are they sitting where they're sitting? We need everyone to be grouped in a very specific place. We need the right people in the right seats. We need to make sure anyone in that room has the right necessary skills and abilities and validity. We don't need to be taking unnecessary species on this journey. Yeah? I'm irritated now. Wow. I don't know who on earth this resonates with, but I can feel the energy shift. So it is significant, and there is irritation here because it is about doing this important. The Bible didn't speak about Noah's frustrations intently, did it? It didn't speak about how easily Noah was frustrated about having to make sure that all the right species were on board. What if he left one behind? Do you know what I mean? How does he know he's taking the right species? How does he know? Did he take plants? Does the Bible talk about what else Noah took other than the species? Because I ain't read the Noah's Ark story since I was probably in primary school. And it just stuck with me because I went to a church school. But the truth of the matter is, did Noah take plants? Did Noah take fishes? Or we didn't need fishes because the whole world was becoming water. I mean, we can speak about Atlantis then a little bit, can't we? Which I just put a post out on my Instagram, so please do go and check that out. My God, this is an interesting, intense situation. First card coming out, Mars. Interesting, talking about planets, and we're talking about traveling, and the main conversation here in regards to travel, where are we traveling to now that's out of this world? Mars, isn't it? The only person out here doing any major traveling across space-time, getting into their fucking spaceships, Falcon 9, all that good stuff over there at SpaceX. I mean, how interesting that's the first card coming out. Crown chakra's out as well. It's year of the crown chakra. Love and heartbreak's also a thing as well. So this could be a situation of a shift in a relationship as well. Certain people that you love got to get left behind because they're not needed on the journey. I feel like I keep saying that all the time as well, and I feel like I'm a bitch, and that's why I'm trying to put out kind of disclaimers, because if you want to stay in a loveless marriage, you want to stay in a dead-end relationship, you want to stay in a business corporation or a job role that you're not going to get promotion in because you love it and you care about the team that you're with, then go and do that. But the truth of the matter is, that's not what you're meant to be doing. You're destined for more. Everyone in this lifetime is destined for more. It's just their inability to see it and believe it, and to break through the ideology that life isn't just a standard everyday 9 to 5. Do you get what I mean? Like the way that society's got us whacked in the head is amazing. We're just bots and drones. Matrix is real, man, and we're all living in it day to day, looking around, eating steaks as if it's the most delicious thing in the world, when the real food is actually that sloppy porridge that we're eating from in Zion. Do you get what I mean? In my head, I'm like, do you get what I mean for real, though? Because I'll be out there. If you resonate, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments. Say, Matrix is real, baby. Okay. Yeah. You've got to move through this shift. This is incredible. I feel like I feel nauseous, because I get psychic attack easily when I do these readings now, because I'm so intense with the visions and stuff. But what they're showing me is I am taking a collective of Scorpios, or at least one Scorpio, on a journey now from Noah's Ark to the SpaceX. Yeah? How profound. It's just suggesting to me, firstly, the understanding of the Bible and how that story translates across in current time, and how we can use the Bible and the fables of life or throughout history to narrate our current life experiences, right? But not only that, it's talking about whoever I'm connecting with going on a real spiritual awakening from the era of wood and elements to technology and ascension. This is real world ascension. So the stronghold is on you to be able to wake the fuck up and ascend. Yeah? Harsh but real. It's like, yeah, look at this. 444. You're getting off the ground. Someone is literally getting into a hovercraft, at least bare minimum, and getting off the ground and starting to really navigate through the higher realms. But I feel like I'm saying that in regards to, I've got so much content out right now on my Instagram of aviation vehicles, like a bus that flies. This is all AI imagery and imagination, but it is the fucking future. Cars that split in half when they're about to crash into a pedestrian, and the car just splits in half and then comes back together around the pedestrian. Sounds out there and wild, but honestly 100% going to exist in the future. A giant bus that is running with a propeller's fucking tiny in relation to the size of the vehicle, so you would think, yeah, that's not possible, but it is. That's going to be a thing in the future. Flying buses. Imagine in the future we're all just going to get on flying buses and just fly around fucking town. I mean, air control as well, traffic lights in the sky, all that shit's not going to exist as well. Imagine, we're not going to have traffic lights in the sky, not all. There is going to be some kind of airway code, but it's not going to be anything like that. Like, I mean, we can look at Back to the Future as an example of that, where Doc and Marty go on that journey, don't they? And I think it's the first episode. But yeah, I'm not going to get roped into too much sci-fi with you today, because there are some serious stuff going on in your life related to business, and you have to work through a lot of old energy to get to where you're going today, okay? I don't want to dig too much more into your reading at this point, because I think we've covered all bases, and I like to think that you found confidence enough and reassurance enough to move forward with whatever this is. And let me just go in with a little bit more tarot, just to see what else has to come out. Divine, show me anything else. Yeah. So I want to say you've been in a dead-end job, you've been in a dead-end career, you've been in a dead-end cycle for a long period of time. Whatever this is for you, get out of it. I'm going to be real. I'm so sick of people whining and complaining about the life that they have and the job that they have and the money that they're making, or any element of their life that they're not happy with. Well, complaining about it doesn't change it. You're just reciting that narrative over again and creating more and more self-fulfilling prophecy in your life, because you don't like something, you're not happy with it, but what are you doing to change it? I don't care what you're doing, and when you do or don't feel like you have control over the matter, you do. You are the controller of your own life. So if there is something that you feel unhappy with, guess what you do? You change it, yeah? You always align to the highest vibration. That isn't always possible. We go through dark night of the soul. We go through depression, also known as deep rest, yeah? So we need periods of deep rest to allow us to really establish and find ourselves, so we can get up and go again. The simple fact is, if you identify something that's low vibrational or not working in your life, and you choose to stay aligned to it, then you're selling yourself short and you're robbing yourself of a higher vibration. Why do it? Why bother? And even worse, why then moan and bitch about it to other people and share that low vibration in the environment? You're polluting the eco with your unhappiness. So rude, isn't it? But it's okay. Like, in my opinion, it's so okay to have a low vibration and pollute the ecosystem when there is no other way for you to go about it. But when you're semi-conscious, pre-conscious, conscious enough to know that it's a problem in your reality, yet choose to do nothing about it but bitch about it, now you're doubly polluting the environment. Because not only are you coming from a place of I feel shit, but you're like, I feel shit, I know it, I'm not going to do anything about it other than share my shitness with you. Yeah? It's okay to be broken, it's okay to be depressed, it's okay to be low and sad. I'm not taking that away from anyone. Yeah? Dark night of the soul, those experiences there when they are unconscious and they're in the sub, is fine. It's absolutely fine. We can't do anything about it because we have no control, because it's not in the conscious. But your situation has come to the conscious. So if you choose to still live unconsciously about this, then poor you. You're selling yourself short. This is a you problem. Because even when it's in the unconscious, we can say, no, it's not a you problem. It's a ethereal matter. It's a undeveloped issue. It's not a problem. Let's go back to that Noah Ark ideology again. Noah went out of his way to build that boat. Do you get what I mean? We're not really rating the journey of Noah from the start of time. Think about it. My man had to go and get all of the wood, all of the resources. He's done seen what's coming. He could have stayed in the dark night of the soul when he found out the storm was coming. He could have just gave up on life from then and wallowed in it. But he was like, do you know what? No, I'm going to do something about this, because I'm going to bring it to the conscious. My man brought that shit to the conscious, spent ages foraging wood, spent ages building a boat big enough, and then collected and rounded up all the animals to get them on board to create a new world. Are you mad? Do you know how fucking amazing that is? I'm going to leave it there. I can't say anything else other than that. Stronghold, lease, break it, pull the emergency brake. Go and watch that thing on Netflix I told you called The Night something about the FBI. Because, yeah, it's relevant. That's it, guys. I'm out. Take care. Love and light. Go and click on all the Scorpio readings that are set to drop and click the bell for me, please, so we can get the algorithm buzzing over here. And I'll be back soon with more.